Hello, my name is Michael Milde, and I'm the Dean of the Faculty of Arts and Humanities here at Western University. It's my pleasure to welcome you to this evening's presentation coming from the Faculty of Arts and Humanities. I would also like to extend a special welcome to the students out there. This is a very exciting time in your lives. You're planning for your future, and you have choices to make. That's exciting, but it can also be a little anxiety-provoking. There's a lot of information for you to process and lots of things that can sort of weigh on your mind. So I hope tonight's presentation helps to clarify a few things and hopefully bring you to the arts and humanities in the fall. Why study the arts and humanities? First of all, we have some of the best subject matter at the university. Art, literature, the world of ideas, film, languages. These are all things that are just innately exciting. But we also teach a bunch of very practical skills. So excellent communication, critical thinking. These are things that you learn in every single one of our subjects, and they turn out to be really practically important. As I think about the world that we're facing today, perhaps the most important thing about arts and humanities is it really addresses the values and the idea of humanity that confronts things like climate change or justice and diversity issues. These are things that affect us as human beings, and these are the ideas that we need to pursue in order to fully realize who we are. And I hope that you will take the opportunity to come and realize those things here at Arts and Humanities at Western. Please enjoy tonight's presentation and make sure you ask many, many questions. That's the way to make a good choice. All the best.
So I'm in fourth year SASAH, and one of the things that I've really grown to appreciate over the past 3.5 years is definitely the people. These are the people that I went to freshman orientation with, and we've been together for, ever since then. And it really makes the academic experience much more enriched too, because you get to have these conversations with people who are from different majors across the university, and you get to engage and you get to dive into topics that are not necessarily related to your major with them. So it really makes the whole experience at university much more enriched, and it takes you out of the boundaries of academia. It encourages you to look outside it, which I also really enjoyed and really find myself engaging with. So for the program that I'm in SASAH, the class sizes are generally between 15 to 25 students, depending on which cohort, which year you're talking about. But even then, even in the larger arts and humanities faculty, most of the classes that I've taken have been 45 to 60 students, unless you're taking one of the larger survey courses, which can be 80 to 100 students. But for the most part, I've seen that courses are generally 45 to 60 students, and I feel like that helps a lot because you get to have really close and really deep conversations with really well fleshed out conversations with the professor, instead of it just being, the professor talking to a lecture hall of students and, you can't even hear them. So it's really nice that in Arts Humanities we have like small classes relatively compared to the other faculties. It really helps with discussions. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Alexandra Rizkallah, and I am a third-year double major in biology and theater studies. Something that's great about Western is that it lets you do two different majors or a major and a minor in two different faculties, which a lot of other schools don't offer. The theater studies program here is amazing. All of the professors are so amazing. They get to know you, and you really just connect in the classroom. There's different types of courses in theater studies, like more hands-on ones where you put on shows in the course, or more theory-based as well, like Shakespeare or stage performance, which is really cool. Western also has, through the USC Theater Western, it's the student-driven theater company on campus. I'm currently the vice president and the musical producer. It gives you a lot of great opportunities in class and with extracurriculars, so I really hope I see you on campus next year. Hi, so one question that we get quite frequently is where is the theater studies program based? And it is based in the University College Building, or UC, as it's normally called, and it is right at the top of the very iconic UC Hill. So I'm standing right in front of it. It is one of the newly renovated, quite iconic buildings of Western. So it's very nice, a very great building to be located at. And yeah, you're in the heart of Western, so you're near everything else you need, like the UCC, where all the food and a lot of clubs meet, and then a lot of other buildings are around here as well. So yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Magdalena. I am an honor specialization in Spanish language and Hispanic culture student. My favorite part about being a student in the Spanish department is the small classroom sizes that help you build relationships with your professors who are really supportive of your learning. As well, I love all of the international opportunities that are offered within the department. Traveling to South and Central America as well as to Spain, which really, really helps and solidifies the language experience. One of the common questions that is asked is, what kind of scholarships do you offer? So, entrance scholarships for arts and humanities students. There are entrance scholarships especially available to arts and humanities students. You will receive at least $2,000 minimum, sometimes more, provided that you're taking 2.0 courses in arts and humanities. There are also offered continuing scholarships.
The Department of Gender, Sexuality, Women's Studies for so many reasons. The first being its interdisciplinary nature. Being offered from both the Faculty of Arts and Humanities and the Faculty of Social Science, there's so many courses that students are able to take from both faculties. Some topics include toxic masculinity, youth activism, gender and the environment, and so many more that will appeal to your interests. In addition, there are really cool community engaged learning courses, internship and practicum courses, as well as theses courses that allow you to apply all of the knowledge and theories that you've learned over the years into practice. Sure, a lot of you are wondering what your first year as a arts humanities student looks like. Typically, most students take 1.0 courses in their intended concentration. If that happens to be gender, sexuality, women's studies, for example, you would be taking our 1020E course, or a combination of two half-year courses that fill up a 1.0 credit to fulfill your requirements to get into the program. Beyond that, you can take whatever you want. You can take psychology, sociology, biology, English, film theory, whatever you're interested in, just to sample other programs and see if maybe you're interested in other modules. Once that's done, ITR season rolls around in, I believe, late February, and that's when you choose your major. So after you've had the time to sample everything, you can pick one or a combination of two majors that you're interested in pursuing throughout your undergraduate degree.
Hi, Arts and Humanities. My name is Sydney Turner. I'm honored to be speaking on behalf of the Philosophy Department today. I am in third year pursuing an honor specialization in philosophy. I'm also the Philosophy Department representative for the Arts and Humanities Student Council, and I am the president of School of Thought, which is the philosophy club here at Western. Needless to say, philosophy is my entire life. Philosophy has really enriched my life in a myriad of ways and has made me see the world from a different perspective. Philosophy was something that I never really took in high school, and when I was introduced to it in first year of university, I fell in love with it and immediately wanted to specialize in it. And I would not go back for the world. I love philosophy, and I know that it's going to be a very big part of my future, and I hope it's a part of yours. Hi, Arts and Humanities. The question that I was asked to answer for you guys today pertains to leadership opportunities for students. First and foremost, there are a myriad of ways that you can get involved in student leadership here at Western. You'll never be without an opportunity to be a student leader. If you want to be involved in the Arts and Humanities community, I would highly suggest trying to get involved in the Arts and Humanities Student Council, or AHSC for short. I myself am involved in AHSC as a philosophy department representative and the president of School of Thought. If you're interested in philosophy, School of Thought may be an amazing club for you to join and be a student leader for. The AHSC provides a community of like-minded individuals that you can network with and bond, but it also allows you to explore arts and humanities in a deeper way. You can also be involved in USC ratified clubs to gauge interests outside of arts and humanities, but also in the arts and humanities. There are also clubs off campus that you can explore through social media or through other ways.
Hi there, my name is Abby Robitaille, and I am a second-year student here at Western, and I am currently pursuing the honors specialization in creative writing and English language and literature, along with the Scholars Electives module. What I will really emphasize is that I have just loved my classes so far, and this was for me a huge deciding factor in choosing to come to Western for the arts and humanities. I looked up at multiple universities that I was considering sort of the course offerings under the English umbrella of what I wanted to study. And there were courses at Western that just really piqued my interest and that I felt were a little more innovative and a little more creative than courses I was finding at some other universities. And now in hindsight, I totally think that this research really paid off because my classes are so academically stimulating, and I would highly recommend Western Arts and Humanities. So a commonly asked question is, what creative opportunities are there for students in the arts and humanities? And there are a myriad of great opportunities. If you are interested in writing, Arts and Humanities Student Council does have 2 publications, Semicolon and Symposium, one of which is more on the creative side and is a great way for you to publish poetry or short fiction. And then the other one actually publishes essays. And then there's also Western's Coterie, the Undergraduate English Society, which publishes Snaps, a poetry publication for students. And then there are even discipline-specific publications as well. So there's a film studies journal, which is called Kino. There's Ocasis for the writing program, and then Tulips for gender, sexuality, and women's studies. And then if theater is more your thing, there are lots of opportunities to be involved in student productions, whether on stage or behind the scenes. And this includes the long-running Summer Shakespeare program.
Hi, I'm Rowan. I'm on my 4th year here at Western, completing an honor specialization in studio arts in the Arts Humanities faculty. I think one of the best things about the faculty and about my program specifically is how close you become with your peers and your professors. I've had many classes with many of the same people throughout all 4 years of my undergrad, and I think that it's something that's a huge benefit to the smaller size programs at Western. I have had the opportunity to see my peers grow over these past 4 years as people and as artists, and I've also been able to have strong connections with the professors that I'm with because of the smaller class sizes, and they've been great helps in improving my work and also just preparing me for what life is going to be like outside of university. Overall, the nature of my program and the Arts and Humanities faculty as a whole at Western has helped to create a fun and supportive community for me to thrive in for the past 4 years in my undergrad, and I'm so happy to be a part of the Arts and Humanities faculty here at Western. One of the biggest bonuses of being a part of this faculty is that we are a close community within an enormous campus. Just as your professors know who you are, you can also feel at home to find supports through faculty's academic counseling and through undergrad assistants and advisors in departments. During normal times, the academic counseling office is in the UC and is open 5 days a week with no appointments necessary. It's an amazing support if you have any questions, especially regarding your academics or anything in general you're just not sure where to turn to. They're pretty amazing in there and they can definitely help you out. Also good to mention is mental and physical health support, learning skills, and general support for your well-being are always available through student experience.
Hi there, my name's Emma and I'm a third year classics student. I love my department mostly because of the people. It's just everyone's really wonderful, whether you're talking to professors or grad students or students. There's so many opportunities. You can study abroad, you can do a study tour, you can do almost take any kind of course you can imagine, and our departmental committee is always doing so many fun things. My experience in the arts and humanities has been really positive. Again, everyone's just so nice and there's always something interesting to learn or someone to work with. And if I had to give you a piece of advice about choosing where to go, if you can, take the time to visit the campus because getting to actually see yourself there and find things makes a huge difference. So the question is, what are grads doing with their degrees? And the only answer to that is everything. The critical skills you learn in arts and humanities translate whether you go. Whether you end up working something related to your degree or something entirely unrelated, you learn so many skills. You learn how to think, you learn how to learn, you learn how to be creative and try new things. It translates no matter where you go. I guarantee you could go to any town or any building and you could find someone with an arts degree in any field. We work in law, we work in government, we work in media and technology. You're not going to be backed into a corner with your arts degree. You can take it everywhere, and arts and humanities bring so much joy to people's lives, so it's a good place to be.
Hi, my name is Rachael, and I'm completing a minor in French Studies in the Faculty of Arts and Humanities here at Western University, and I'm here to tell you what I love about my program. So to start off, French Studies is an extremely small and tight-knit program where you'll find roughly 15 to 25 students per class, so you get to know your classmates and your professors really well. There's also a lot of diversity in course options, so you can take anything from French medieval literature to translation courses, and they can all count towards your module. And then lastly, there's lots of opportunities to get involved outside of the classroom, whether that's through conversation nights to practice your French speaking, or through any events hosted by the French Club. And my advice to anyone coming into the program, into the faculty, is to take every opportunity you can to get involved because it's worth it. So where are those classes for French Studies located on campus? Well, the main office for the Department of French Studies is found in University College, which is at the top of UC Hill and has a flag at the top. If you walked in the front doors and turned to the right, went down to the hall, the main office would be on the left. And often the professors for French classes have office space in UC as well. But some of my classes for French have also been in the Arts and Humanities building, which is adjacent to University College. And that being said, these classes are relatively small, so you shouldn't expect a massive lecture hall. They're usually normal standard size classrooms and tutorial rooms. And Arts and Humanities as a faculty has classes in Stevenson Hall, Lawson Hall, and the Arts and Humanities building, as well as UC. So you might find that you have classes there as well.